If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Be miserable or motivate yourself, whatever has to be done. It's always your choice. How people treat you is their karma. How you react is yours. You cannot be lonely if you like the person you're alone with. Our lives are a sum total of the choices we have made. You can either be a host to God or a hostage to your ego. It's your call. When you judge another, you do not define them. You define yourself. When you dance, your purpose is not to get to a certain place. On the floor, it's to enjoy each step along the way. The essential lesson I've learned in life is to just be yourself. Treasure the magnificent being that you are and recognize first and foremost, you're not here as a human being only, you're a spiritual being, having a human experience. Miracles come in moments. Be ready and willing. Everything you are against weakens you. Everything you are for empowers you. Begin to see yourself as a soul with a body rather than a body with a soul. I think, and that is all that I am. Live one day at a time, emphasizing ethics rather than rules. Everything is perfect in the universe, even your desire to improve it. You can never get enough of what you don't want. You'll see it when you believe it. You are important enough to ask, and you are blessed enough to receive back. Heaven is a state of mind, not a location, since spirit is everywhere and in everything. What we think determines what happens to us. So if we want to change our lives, we need to stretch our minds. Needing to have things perfect is the surest way to immobilize yourself with frustration. Loving people live in a loving world. Hostile people live in a hostile world, same world. Self-worth comes from one thing, thinking that you are worthy. There's nothing wrong with anger, provided you use it constructively. A mind at peace, a mind centered and not focused on harming others is stronger than any physical force in the universe. Maxim for life: you get treated in life the way you teach people to treat you. Simply put, you believe that things or people make you unhappy, but this is not accurate. You make yourself unhappy. The Tao teaches us not to intervene and interfere. The things we love we have to learn to leave alone, and the people we love we have to learn to let them be. Dream and you shall become. Your highest self only wants you to be at peace. It does not judge, compare, or demand that you defeat anyone or be better than anyone. When your higher self is present, it always promotes peace. People who want the most approval get the least, and people who need approval the least get the most. Your children will see what you're all about by what you live rather than what you say. Wanting to feel good is synonymous with wanting to feel God. Deficiency motivation doesn't work. It will lead to a lifelong pursuit of try to fix me. Learn to appreciate what you have and where and who you are. The presence of passion within you is the greatest gift you can receive. Treat it as a miracle. Van Gogh never made a penny in his entire lifetime. He painted because it was his soul, his excitement. It was what aligned him with his source of being. It's the same with me and writing. There is no way to prosperity. Prosperity is the way. I am particularly drawn to the form of meditation called japa. I know it works. Anything you really want, you can attain, if you really go after it. Only the insecure strive for security. If you want to be a voice for peace in the world, begin by making peace a permanent condition of your own life. The last suit that you wear, you don't need any pockets. I've learned over the years that when I go to that place of passion within me, there's no force in the universe that can interfere with my completing a project. If you are living out of a sense of obligation, you are a slave. The fact that you are willing to say you do not understand, and it is finite, the greatest understanding you could exhibit. I have always marched to my own beaten most frequently. It was inconsistent not only with my own immediate family but with my culture as well. I don't write the books. God writes the books and delivers the speeches. The truth is that you can only come to know God when you give up the past and the future in your mind and merge totally into the now, because God is always here now. Everything that's created comes out of silence. Your thoughts emerge from the nothingness of silence. Your words come out of this, for your very essence emerge from emptiness. All creativity requires some stillness. The essential lesson I've learned in life is to just be yourself. Treasure the magnificent being that you are and recognize firsthand. Foremost, you're not here as a human being only, you're a spiritual being having a human experience. The truth is that there is no actual stress or anxiety in the world. It's your thoughts that create these false beliefs. You can't package stress, touch it, or see it. There are only people engaged in stressful thinking. Water is the softest of all things, yet it is the most powerful. The ocean patiently allows all things to flow into it. It is always flexible. The Tao is not about grasping, but allowing, like water. If you have passion, there is no need for excuses, because your enthusiasm will trump any negative reasoning you might come up with. Enthusiasm makes excuses a non-issue. Faith is the complete reliance on the power and goodness of spirit and the firm belief that you are always connected to this goodness. Always affirm your faith and not your doubt. The Tao teaches us not to intervene and interfere. The things we love we have to learn to leave alone, and the people we love we have to learn to let them be. When I was an orphan, I was the richest kid at the orphanage because everyone else was complaining about not having anything.